Well, it seemed to her that the world was in a state of bad decline. And every night she thought of him was a cruel, uneven time. Well, she lay within the wind like a soft and healing breath. But soon the clouds come rolling in to sing to her of his death. You can put a map beneath my window. You can put a window right through my heart. You can put a heart inside this broken old chest. You can put your head on my shoulder and rest. You can put your head on my shoulder and rest. Well, I ride with a burden unkind, and I knew that she carried the same side. I made a space in the dirt, I rise, inflamed by the constellations on high. Well, I thought of her, she and me didn't bother asking her why. It was a simple touch of her hand that I took to imply. You can put a bed beneath my window. You can put a window right through my heart. You can put a heart inside this broken old chest. You can put your head on my shoulder and rest. You can put your head on my shoulder and rest. Hey. Well, now it's dark and the waterside cool. She walked through the moon and she cried. For her sorrows and fear and weakness, leave all this trouble behind. I said, I'm right here and I hear what you say. She said, don't panic, baby, I was built this way. She lay on her back and laughed. You know that we tried. You can put a bed beneath my window. You can put a window right through my heart. You can put a heart inside this broken old chest. You can put your head on my shoulder and rest. You can put your head on my shoulder and rest. You can put your head on my shoulder and rest.
What was really exciting for me was just to see the junction between fine arts and an industrial strength landscape architecture come together. You know, if you get two disciplines that don't always meet, what happens if they come together, and what do you get? And so, you know, it was an awesome opportunity to work with someone, you know, within the fine arts circle like yourself. And it's also, you know, it was a good opportunity to do some community work post-earthquake that could reflect, you know, how I was feeling about that. So, you know, inspiration-wise, I remember sitting in here talking about our post-earthquake experiences, which was similar in many ways, and that was a big part of your inspiration for, you know, our tour. So, you know, do you want to tell us about that?
I guess, like, for me, I've worked with words in this work, this Kaitiaki work. So part of that grew out of the idea that I wanted to make a work that pointed beyond us, like beyond our circumstances, and that pointed to a keeper, and like, so there's a Christian element in there, in terms of Kaitiaki being God, our keeper. So yeah, that's, I guess I wanted a word that would come up, or an artwork that would come up that would signal hope. So that's kind of where it started from for me.
I think for me, my concern is 2 years on, is that I know my family's okay. My concern really was for the greater community in Christchurch as a whole, and the role of the community as a keeper of its own city and its own rebuild, and being involved in that. And so I think for me there was a statement about just our role, or our desire to be involved with the rebuild. And so that was, for me, the core opportunity that this artwork gave me.
And what, like, in terms of our collaboration, what sort of things do you think, like, you've learned out of it?
It's been reasonably smooth. It's been quite easy. You know, it's not always easy doing collaborations, but this one has been quite easy. It's been very challenging taking your very clean style, that contrast between a smooth surface and texture within your paint, but very clean styles, and try and do something living out of that, because it's very hard to control the living environment, and certainly plants. Yeah. And so for me that was the biggest challenge, is to get something that would fit okay with you in the way that it would perform and grow, but still meet your basic aesthetic. And that was the challenge for me.
For me, there's always been a curiosity element all the way through, and like, my paintings are based a lot on texture, so as I said, smooth surfaces versus something that's quite textural. And the opportunity to work with you, in terms of, you were starting to talk at the start about working with plants and working with metals and working with light and all these different textures, I thought to myself, well, I'm curious as to see what this is going to look like myself. Because what you're doing is you're playing with textures, but I work with paint, but it's like working with all these different organic materials and things like that. It's like putting that paint texture on steroids. And that's the thing that I'm curious about, seeing how it's actually going to be resolved and how it's going to look at the finished product.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.